Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We are gonna break down PSK loadouts today, and there's a bunch of different ones of these. I probably have 30 or more kits set up like this, and they are set up the way I want them set up. So just because I have certain things in my kit doesn't mean that it needs to be in yours, or across the board like that. Just because somebody has something, it doesn't mean that you should have it unless it's helpful in your adventures. So don't think this stuff is like gospel and what you have to have in order to have a neck knife kit. That's simply not true. I have some. Most of these are generally the same. You're going to find they have pretty much the same items in them. But I do have some for, like, if I go to the zoo, for example, I have different possible needs versus when I'm out doing skills practice or at a bushcraft class or something along those lines. So, you can tailor and fine-tune these things to what you want, and that's what I've done with these. All right, now that that's out of the way, this is probably the one that I use the most. This guy. This is a relatively new one that I've put together, and I haven't even used the blade really for anything. It's a pretty sweet little PSK. I did the wrap on it and did a little edge work, and then I put my bits on there. But what I like to have on mine is, let me get down here. So contents of this one are, on the back, I have a Night Eyes rechargeable flashlight, and it's just got the little USB plug here that I have cut a section out of a Ranger band so I can have it on there. And these are also just 2-mode flashlights that I have on the back. I also have a couple of different glow options, so if I drop this thing in the dark or drop it in the daylight, I can possibly go back in the dark and try to find it. So we have glow in the dark toggle here, and a tiny glow in the dark bead from Who Is Citizen E here. And I also have glowy stuff on these guys, just in case I drop the knife. Also have small glow sticks. They're handy to have. So on all of these guys, there's a tiny, at least one, sometimes more, glow sticks in most all of my loadouts. There's going to be at least one. That's light and illumination purposes. Firecraft stuff. So I have ferro rod toggles. From here, it's from Wazoo Survival Gears, where I get mine. It's just a little toggle here on the top. That's on all of mine. I have that across the board on them. I keep a piece of fat wood on all of them. Someone had said something about putting it in a plastic bag the other day. That's not really necessary. Maybe if I was in like a rainforest or something, and it was just raining like crazy all the time, and I was worried about stuff rusting or batteries giving out, I might do that. But ferro rods work. Even if they've been in the water all day, it's not a big deal. And fat wood is crazy resilient. I had soaked a piece for like a week, completely submerged, and scraped it and lit it with a ferro rod, and it beat some of the store-bought Tinder tabs. I can't remember if that's on YouTube or not, but I know it's on my Instagram when we did it. But some of these will have a 1095 carbon steel scraper on there. This one doesn't, but it does have a magnesium dog tag. It's also a great tinder source. In addition to the fat wood on them, and these Ranger bands burn pretty good if you ever had to use one. Then there's bits and bobs that I like to have on these things. So there's safety pins. There's the tweezers out of Swiss Army knives. You can order just replacement tweezers. So I'll put the tweezers in there. What else? Different size safety pins. Just a good safety pin for digging out splinters. If you get them. It's nice to have. The safety pins, I haven't, or the tweezers, I haven't went through and put tweezers in all of them, but most of my more commonly used ones have tweezers in them. All of these also have blade maintenance stuff on them. So I always put a Wazoo Survival Gear Viking whetstone pendant on there. I like to keep small ceramic rod. This is just a tiny little ceramic rod that I keep on there. And a small diamond stone here on the back, just in case I need to touch some stuff up. I keep a rim grit blade on these things. It's just your standard carbide tipped jigsaw blade. These things will cut metal, wood, stone, glass, just about everything. And I keep one on my kits that I use a good bit. An awl, I try to keep an awl on everything, and depending on what there are, sometimes I put a food fit on there, but these are all awls. So these are just handmade awls that I make. They're CRV tool still, and it's for poking holes and stuff. Just essentially the same thing as the awl or the reamers for on the Swiss Army knife, but it doesn't work near as great as the one on the Swiss Army knife. That guy is like top shelf compared to some of these, but these do poke wonderful holes, and just depending on which one I have, sometimes they're 5/32. And I forge all those guys. Or they may be 1/8 and be something tiny like this one. Like I said, it's just for poking holes and things. Basic craft work, so leather, minor holes in wood, things like that. It's not something that you would use to build like a boat paddle or something with. Just the holes just wouldn't be big enough. But repairs and things like that, poking holes in the pieces of aluminum or whatever, plastic, it's good to have. You can pick splinters or strike a ferro rod with them if you wanted to. Chickens, where are you guys? It's about to storm out here. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep going before it gets me rained out. So something I like to try to do is I like to put these quick release deals on my necklaces. I don't mind wearing them like this, but I wear them to work a lot of times, and I do work around equipment, so I would rather not risk one of these pulling my head off or hurting me if they got caught in a machine when this would just break loose. Hopefully, I hope that never happens though. So Ranger bands is just bicycle inner tube, and that's what I use a lot of to hold stuff on here. Somebody had asked if it was electrical tape. It's not electrical tape, but you could totally tape it if you wanted to. The Ranger bands, I got a video up of a while back or from a while back, there's about 9 million types of Ranger bands. And recently, I found some that are textured on the inside. So I started swapping over a bunch of mine to the textured ones. Here are a couple different ones. This is one from Wazoo Survival Gear. They're super great. It's one of the only ones that I was able to cut holes in, and it wouldn't rip all the way through the band itself. I'll put another textured one under there. It's also off of a bicycle inner tube, and so is this guy. Just different sizes. There's the past video where I found the textured one is back in the feed. Again, this is just how I like my stuff, just in case that I'm doing things. The bits and bobs you choose may not be what I like. Some of them I have smaller fishing kits on, but mainly these are the items that live on my road gets busy sometimes. But this is how I like to have my stuff set up. Probably most important things to me is the glow stuff and the flashlight. The blade magnet stuff would come next, and then the probably safety pins and the awls, and then the Firecraft stuff would just be for emergency uses only. And even the blade magnet stuff, if I can help it, I try not to put my stuff on stones. We can wait till I get to a strop. We'll be good to go. So, but that's it for what I like to keep on my things. And you'll notice I'm going to start going back and just doing breakdowns of a bunch of them on Instagram. Most are going to be Kydex sheaths. I have very few that are in a leather sheath neck carry wise. There'll be something custom that I've made to go with prototype or something, but most of the time it's Kydex for neck carry. It just how it's rigid, so it doesn't fold. If you put too much tension on it, leather will bow up, and it makes it hard to get your knife in and out. But the Kydex holds all of this stuff a little better and still holds the shape for your knife. But anywho, y'all, I appreciate the support. I'm trying to get back in the habit of making some videos. I try to answer all my questions between here and Instagram. So at Bushcraft Kelso on Instagram, bushcraftkelso.com for gizmos and gadgets. Again, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Any more questions on these bits and bobs, give me a holler. And if you're online, tag me in stuff. I'd like to see y'all set up. I'll follow the shit out of you if you let me know you're doing cool stuff. But anyway, look, have a good weekend. Later.